Hi, this is Beebee. I'm here with my dog Ruby. When will my reflection show who I am inside? This is Love is Strange. And we're just, flirting hardcore with our best friend, as you do. I don't know if she's being sincere or just teasing me, but when I tilt my head back to look at the sky, it's really pretty. Right. Oh, yeah, she's, trying to convince us to get in her truck, but she ain't offered to pay us. I sigh. Of course we gotta go. Live fast, die young. Bad girls do it well. Let's go then. Chloe raises an eyebrow, but reaches forward and unlocks the door anyway. Geez, I thought you'd be a harder sell. I climb up into the truck, toss my bag underneath my feet. What makes you think that? You always get whiny whenever I try to get you to do something. What's the word you like? Delinquent, right? She pounces in my direction for show, and I laugh and shove at her shoulder. Who's whining? She chuckles, spinning her keys around one finger. You turned off your car? I lean back and watch them circle. Besides, it's not like convincing me to be with you is that hard of a sell. The keys fly off her hand and hit the dash, and I flinch at the sound before glancing back at her in surprise. She winced when the keys crashed against the car too, but now she's just looking at me a little wide-eyed. Oh shit! That reminds me, today I took my baby to the vet, and she was fine, whatever. But I got out of the car to get something, and then I got back in the car, and she was on her lead, and I said, go ahead, jump in. And she went to the back seat and tried to jump in. The door was shut. She jumps like she's going to get in this car and hits it full speed, face first, in the side door, and just, bounces off the car. And I was like, what the fuck, though? Ruby, why? I'm worried about her. Anyway, this time I really can't help but kind of flustered. I think I missed several words in that sentence, so let me try again. This time I really can't help but get kind of flustered. Honestly, Max, because you have sounded more gay. No, I get it. I know, I'm irresistible. Well, as long as you know. Among other things. All good things, though. I just chuckle, unable to deny it, and reach down to get the keys back for her. She turns the car on, with the truck kicking a few times before rearing into action. Alright, let's bail before the dog freaks. The dog. I'm sure they'll understand. I mean, the deadline was so short, I bet tons of people are scrambling. This sentient dog, though. Do they smell bad? Dude, who cares? Do they have a hard time walking across campus with the birds? You are officially, she pauses for a few seconds, just long enough to pull out of the academy property. Off Blackwell grounds. God, living at school must really fuck with your head. No worrying about class or deadlines or homework for the rest of the day, alright? If you say so. Nope, you're the one in charge here, Max. You're calling the shots. Oh, get it? Calling the shots? Like a photo pun? You're hilarious. Oh, I know. Anyway, I want you to say, I'm not going to worry about class or deadlines or homework for the rest of the day. Okay, I won't. Word for word. We're a giggle puss, I guess. Isn't paraphrasing good enough? Chloe scoffs, and then suddenly the truck slows to what's basically a crawl. She leans back lazily against the seat, looking at me sideways. I mean, are you blocking traffic? I guess it's passable. But so is, reaching our destination 2 hours from now. Chloe! I'm not going to worry about class or deadlines. You're such a pain in the ass. I end up having to deliver it through giggles. I'm not going to worry about class or deadlines or homework for the rest of the day. Happy? And my best friend Chloe Price is going to have my undivided attention. And my best friend Chloe Price is going to have my undivided attention. She grins back at me, revving the car back up to what's probably a little above the speed limit. Also, I'm finally going to admit she's the hottest person I've ever... in your dreams! Aw, I love you and appreciate you, and you are my darling. However, arguably and factually... Who is hotter? No, I'm just kidding. She laughs high and pleased, and I smile, facing forward again and settling further down into the cracked leather. After being in silence for a minute, I finally recognize the slight, tiny, or tinny music coming out of Chloe's car studio. Studio? Maybe stereo. Oh. It's a song that I had put on Chloe's CD, one of mine that I had hoped she would like. She glances over at me curiously when I speak, then looks back at the stereo. I didn't want to have to wait to listen to it. That's really sweet. That's okay. I mean, that's totally... Do you like it? I love it. You've got good taste after all, buried under horrible fashion sense. I'll take it. You suck. When I glance back at her, though, she's just smiling at me again. It might be the sunlight reflecting, but her eyes seem soft. Thanks, Max. I just blink at her for a second and smile back. You're welcome. Alright, enough of this mushy shit. Let's get this show on the road. She really brings us up to 10 miles per hour over the speed limit, and then we're really on our way. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, we're going to the junkyard. The sky is pure blue when we reach the junkyard, bright and clear, and it makes me feel optimistic despite the butterflies starting to take flight in my stomach. Don't make that face. That reminds me. I got Event 0, and Emily is Away too, I think is the name of it, and oh, Night in the Woods. So I'm hype. I've got a good lineup of games that will be fun to play, so that I've been wanting to play. So I have I'm pretty just like, I don't know, sorry, that's not coming out at all legibly, but I hope y'all are hype. I'm always happy to take feedback on what you guys think is good, not good, what you want to see, what you don't want to see, that kind of stuff too. Because I am looking at Mass Effect Andromeda, and I'll tell you why. I was Funko Pop shopping, because I'm a dweeb and I collect them and I love them, so I know that they're ugly, I don't care. The Mass Effect Andromeda Funko Pop for Beebee is $5. I want to know if she's worth buying or not. They don't have the Lady Turian, who's the one I really want, which is like, why would you not have her? But anyway, we're way off topic. Don't make that face. What face? This one? She pulls some kind of exaggerated pout. I definitely do not make that face. Yeah, you do. It's the face you always make when you're worried about something. But you shouldn't be worried. You're going to take an amazing picture. How do you know? Because it's you. But it's not going to get taken if we just sit here and mope about it. Come on, let's go. She grins at me and climbs out of the truck, coming around the side of the truck to let me out. How gentlemanly. Well, I'm with a lady. So what are you thinking for the shot, Max? I look around carefully. There's so much to catch an eye here. Overturned appliances and metal shining in the sunlight, and the bright colors of the tree and sky above all else. I don't know where to start. I have no idea where to start. Chloe looks at me and then looks around the junkyard too, puts her hands on her hips. That's okay, we have all day. That's intimidating too. You are trying so hard to stress yourself out about this. That's because it's stressful. Listening to you talk is stressful. I'm still looking around, frowning up at the sun to judge brightness when there's a sudden sharp tap on my head, and I spin around to see Chloe grinning, a stick in one hand. She tosses me the other and raises hers, fencing position. Loosen up a little, would you? Hey! Pirate fights! Oh, you're on. I go after her and she laughs, taking 2 steps forwards and swinging at me again. It feels different than it had even 2 days ago, goofing off and playing pirates with Chloe. Heavier and more valuable now that I know it's not going to last. She literally said she's coming back. Like, not to be a drama queen, but still, it's hard to feel the weight of wistfulness when Chloe's poking me in the ribs with a broken tree branch, laughing like there's nothing to worry about, lit up all blue and smiling against the sky behind her. Get your head in the game, Max. This isn't High School Musical. What? You're the one? Suddenly I lose my footing and go tumbling backwards, landing flat on my ass between a moldy mattress and another stack of tires. Bed bugs, nope, get out! Damn it. Chloe, exceptionally smug, steps over my knees and crouches down, just above my hips, tipping my chin up slightly with her stick. This game, with their fan fiction shit of people, like, getting into these weird positions where they're almost, like, making out, I have had enough. I am calling quits. Oh, the turntables. Yeah. And now for my victor's speech. Oh, Arcadia Bay, thou hast seen the most glorious sight on this holiest day. You're crazy. You're crazy. Well, you make me crazy. The grin slips a little off her face, but she doesn't stand up. Instead, she just looks at me more intently. How many fucking times is this gonna happen? Tossing the branch aside and crossing her arms over her squatted knees, I'm still trapped between her calves. At the length and some of the issues with this, I'm wondering if y'all want to see Kate's route, or I can just play it by myself and not record it. That's up to you, if you want to see me play it or not. If there's no comments, I'll probably just screen it. But, you know, feel free to let me know anyway, and I'll figure out what I'm going to do here. But I just feel like this is just a little bit much to go over 2 or more times. Anyway. How crazy. I sit up, but she still doesn't move. She's looking at me like she's trying to figure out an answer, and I don't know what the problem is. 42, Chloe. Sorry, that was nerdy and lame. What do you mean? Like, she trails off a little, breaking eye contact. I try to peer into her face, and when our eyes meet again, she seems to get some conviction back. By the way, people were making fun of my accent today. They were like, what is that accent? What do you have? And I was like, I don't know. I'm from California. They don't talk like people where I'm from. I don't know. I just got what I got. Whenever I'm around other Indian folks, my accent turns like Rez accent, and I can't really do it without the stimuli of like another native person there. But it's a lot like this, isn't it? Like I can't really do it like by myself, but it's very sing-songy. But it only comes out around other native people. My mom gets especially bad because she actually was born on the reservation. And I lived there for a while, but not during those like formative years. So she actually has a Rez accent that she phased out. But when she gets around other Indian folks, it gets really, like really loud, and it's so funny. Anyway, like if I asked you to do something actually crazy, maybe something kind of stupid, would you? Like what? Weirdly, that seems to surprise her, and she falls back on her haunches a little to look at me. Does it matter? My first instinct is to say, yes, obviously it matters, but the fact is Chloe really does make me crazy, to a point where I feel like it really might not matter. I'll do whatever she asks. Probably not. Partners in crime, right? That's the spirit. But really, like what? She leans back a little farther, then stands up, giving a vague hand wave. Nothing. God damn it. Don't be mysterious. You can't stop me. Anyway, aren't we here to take a photo? She steps aside so I can stand up, then laughs when I come up scowling before jerking her head in the direction of the school bus, urging me to follow. Come on, I can't help you out with artistic vision or whatever, but I can show you a better vantage point. She leads me to one of the biggest fixtures of the junkyard, the rusty and slightly lopsided school bus, and looks at it appreciatively, hands on her hips. Then, without much ado, she moves forward and scales it. A second later, she's beaming down at me, cross-legged and smug. Up and at 'em, Supergirl. I'm not as tall as you. I'm tired. Chloe, I'm going to die. She grins at me, then gets up again, crouching down and offering me a hand. Do you trust me? If it was just your clumsy ass here, sure. But come on, I won't let you fall. I eye her skeptically for another second, but she just beams relentlessly back. You better not. I reach up for her and she pulls up, letting me brace myself on the rusty walls and the window that creaks worryingly under my feet. For a second I wobble and my hand tightens around hers. Jeez, Max. But she gives my hand a sharp tug and I come shooting up to the top of the bus, her other hand going to the small of my back to steady me. We've done this 3 times in the span of this episode. Whoa there, you good? We're so close together again. Her hands are calloused and warm. I'm good, thank you. Please, bring my suffering to an end, sure. She just keeps looking at me. I end up being the one to pull away first, closing one hand into a fist and leaning the other over my eyes to survey the junkyard from above. This is great, you can see everything from up here. Yeah, I like it, it's relaxing. I hear her shuffling around behind me, with then the creak of metal beneath us. I turn and she's taken a seat again, a joint dangling between 2 fingers and a lighter in her other hand. I grin at her, reaching into my bag for my camera. Well, I'm glad you're coping with stress in a mature fashion. You're gonna get her arrested if you take a picture of her smoking a blunt and show it to people, Max. Get it together! Well, we're out of time, so we'll get Chloe arrested in the next episode. Catch you later. Bye.